Good evening, everybody. Hong Kong Free Press. We have quite a journalist gathering here and a couple of cops trying to move them on. What they're filming is four more than 4 people. The other base is I'm on my own. Oh, you see, behind you, more than 4 people. 1.5 meters. I'm at work. All right, welcome everybody. We're in Causeway Bay, very large police deployment, as you can see, telling us to remain in groups of 4. A lot of journalists have got ID'd this evening, and a bit of a minor clash between the two sides a bit further down there. There are some people who are doing, I think, a bit of a walk around Causeway Bay, some dressed in black. A few people occasionally whip out a candle or some sort of symbol on this, the 33rd anniversary of the Tiananmen massacre. Police have warned that you may face 5 years in prison should you illegally gather this evening, although they sought to clarify that perhaps lighting a candle at home is not illegal. We have just come from Admiralty, where the US consulate is displaying candles. The EU consulate is doing the same. In fact, reportedly, Beijing has warned foreign missions in Hong Kong not to remark on the Tiananmen crackdown. You can see a plainclothes cop just behind me here. They're trying to deal with the gaggle of journalists. Filming a few electronic candles that have been left in this derelict phone booth. Victoria Park, of course, is the traditional venue of the Tiananmen crackdown vigil. It has been closed since Friday, will reopen Sunday with this huge police deployment. And this is just one of many mini acts of defiance. It seems the police are now gathering. That's kind of the order of the evening. Mini acts of defiance, a lot of police, and then a bit of to and fro with the journalists. We've also seen some performance art yesterday, people selling candles in Mongkok, and tiny campus statues at the Chinese University. Actually, it's unclear if that was a plainclothes officer or an activist who had just bagged up those candles. Could have been an evidence bag. So a lot of reporters have been asked to register with police. I've not been stopped, but some of the other staff have. People have been moved along, or they've been stopped and searched for holding funeral flowers or having T-shirts with slogans on them. You're particularly going to attract attention if you're wearing black, but I think it's safe to say that a lot of people are supposedly shopping, but maybe doing rounds of the block here, as they did last year. You can see these little complexes. She's been moved on, and just as that settles down, we have more commotion over here, and that seems to be the order of the evening. to get the journalists away as they cordoned off the area. And these guys who seem to be making a delivery now have police with them. But again, with the cordons out.
係咪啫？你冇理由推啲行家㗎嘛，大佬，係咪啫？喂喂喂！
停樓啊！俾條行。我啱啱行上嚟，咁清楚。唔係你阿 Sir， 你啱啱我得 ，OK， 得 OK， 冇問題。後生仔有人做到。有乜嘢啊？好照我啦，上咗嚟啦，大佬。冷靜啊！黑仔啊，唔該，去當警察。
So just as one flare-up calms down, another kicks off. Here we go again, right outside Fashion Walk. So you see people, sometimes journalists, getting caught up on the front line in front of police officers. And then you get outer rings of journalists, more police, and onlookers. They're struggling to keep people on pavements, of course. Hey, I'm in between two cordons here. So since the onset of the security law in 2020, we've seen Tiananmen books pulled from shelves, activists arrested, some behind bars awaiting trial. Many have done present time for last year's Tiananmen vigil. Campus monuments have been removed, the vigil organizers, the alliance, of course, has disbanded, and museum exhibits confiscated. So I guess the theme of this evening is the small acts of resistance by individual Hong Kongers who are defying warnings by police as they move onto the pavement here to stay away or risk 5 years prison. Elsewhere, if you've been watching our Facebook live feeds tonight, there are commemorations in Taiwan, also in Sydney, the US, London, and other places. Hong Kong groups are organizing vigils for the Tiananmen dead. And as monuments were removed from Hong Kong, a couple of them by Yen Gaoshut, the Pillar of Shame replicas have appeared in Oslo and Taiwan. Like this lady here, there's some who are just going about their business tonight, but there are others who are clearly here because, as some have told us, they are used to coming since 1990 to Victoria Park to commemorate the hundreds, perhaps thousands killed in the Tiananmen crackdown. Hard to look at the camera because there's a lot of police and people flying past me and things flare up occasionally. Let's head down to Victoria Park. Check out the scene there. When I arrived about 30 minutes ago, an Australian gentleman who was wearing an electronic candle on his hat was surrounded by police. He managed to skirt off, and then police and journalists clashed a bit. A lot of audio warnings not to gather because of COVID-19. But of course, there's lots of other big events on this city, F&B art events, where people are gathered. And normally the area I just walked past would be filled with booths from different pro-democracy groups. Of course, 60 civil society groups were disbanded last year. And this area going into Victoria Park between 1990 and 2019 would be absolutely packed with people seeking to pay tribute to the Tiananmen dead. Now, mostly police, journalists, and a few individual Hong Kongers who are going around Causeway Bay. This, of course, might be even more difficult next year should Chief Executive-elect John Lee enact the local Article 23 national security legislation and other laws to tighten national security laws. We're going to do a 180 and go away from the park, which is closed till Sunday. Keep an eye on our social media tonight and our wrap, which will be on the website very shortly. Good night for now.